Infants love to learn. From around 6 months to around 18 months of age, infants become more and more active in learning about the world. They start to seek information through joint attention. Joint attention is where you try to get the attention of the other person so that you're looking at the same thing, and you can talk about it together. Infants can do this through gaze. They can also do this through pointing, which is really important because they can learn the names of the different objects that they're pointing at. Another way in which infants learn about the world is through social referencing. This is where infants suss out what's going on by looking at mum. When infants are exploring somewhere unfamiliar, they tend to look towards mum to see how she's reacting. If mum looks happy, okay, I'm fine to go ahead and explore. If mum looks a little fearful, then the infant retracts as well. Just like joint attention, infants develop social referencing at around 10 to 12 months of age. We also see social referencing in the visual cliff paradigm. In the visual cliff paradigm, infants are tested to see if they have developed depth perception. The infant is put on one side of the table that looks solid, and then on the other side of the table, there's a little visual cliff. It looks like there's a drop-off. The researcher then waits and sees if the infant is willing to crawl across over the edge. The infants are typically quite fearful in this situation to crawl over the edge, particularly if they have developed depth perception. However, the infants become especially fearful when the mum is looking fearful like this, when they're giving the look like it's a really bad idea to go across over there. The infants then almost never crawl over the edge. We can see this in the laboratory with the visual cliff. We can also see it when we go out to parks or when infants are crawling on stairs or on something else that's potentially dangerous. And they look at mum with a cheeky smile. When mum shows her stern look, the infant goes, all right, not going to do that then. So social referencing helps infants to learn about all the strange things that they encounter in the world.